Eulogy is not a bad film. It's one of those films where I didn't dislike it. I thought it was fairly interesting, but I don't have a tremendous amount to say. So this might not be the most in-depth discussion. I thought it was a fine film. This was released in 2004. It's directed great cast, Azaria, Zooey Deschanel, and various others. Brilliant cast, great performances. We also have Piper Laurie and Kelly Preston, and I could go on. For me, definitely the cast was one of the main things about this that I was very much drawn to. The narrative itself sounded like it could have gone either way, and I'm pleased to say generally it was quite a pleasant experience. Somebody dies, a family comes together. And that's basically the overarching narrative. It's all about the different characters, the different personalities. They're all obviously at different stages in their lives, and they have different relationships with each other as well. And it's a comedy, it's a drama. Yeah, I'd say it's a bit of both. It's definitely quite dramatic. It's definitely quite funny. There are two boys in this, two little boys, who are so funny. I thought they were absolutely fantastic. I love them. And yeah, the comedy works really well. It's not necessarily a completely dark comedy. Obviously, it's about a death, and usually those comedies are quite dark, but I wouldn't say so much. Granted, a lot of the humour doesn't necessarily revolve around the death itself, but about the family and their relationships and their personalities. So it's not the darkest comedy, but obviously the overarching narrative itself is dark enough. The characters are well written. We have a variety of personalities, so that always keeps it fresh. The narrative itself doesn't move forward too much. So if, like me, I do tend to prefer narrative-driven films, if you're looking for a film with a very clear beginning, middle, end, key plot points, it's not to say there aren't moments where we progress a bit, but it's not going to be one of those films. It's more about getting to know the characters individually, together, and in general, it works quite well. It's an easy watch for the most part. The characters are very, very well written. There's a nice amount of comedy in it, and a decent amount of drama. It definitely gets dramatic at certain points. It's much easier to watch than I was expecting. As I said, these kind of films can often be quite dark and heavy, but I didn't find that to be quite the case. And in general, I'm happy with the experience. I don't have too much else to say. It's a straightforward concept. Some of the humour, yes, is a little dark. Some of it, not so much. I don't think it will be for everybody. But if it sounds like your kind of film, I'd say give Eulogy a watch. It's a pretty good experience. It has 6.4 out of 10 across IMDb, or on IMDb rather, across 9.5 thousand reviews and ratings, which is a very good rating. Interestingly, it only has a Metascore of 34, which is not that high. It's also not that unusual for the Metascore to be a lot lower. And that's quite a difference though. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it. I'm happy to recommend it. Great characters and performances. The narrative works well. It's not the most intricate, but there's enough going on. There's a lot going on actually, because we have a lot of characters. There are a lot of opinions, a lot of people with their own problems and relationships. Quite a busy film, quite a funny film, interesting enough, and definitely one that I'm happy to recommend.